February 2nd, 1991. A quiet winter afternoon in Holiday, Utah. Lucille Johnson, a 78-year-old widow beloved for her kindness, visiting sick neighbors, sweeping her porch with a gentle smile, answers a knock at her door. She opens it without hesitation. After all, there's a young child standing there, wide-eyed and clutching a handful of colorful Lego bricks. Who could suspect harm from such innocence? No one hears her screams. Hours later, her daughter Shirley arrives and discovers a nightmare. Lucille lies lifeless on the floor, her tiny frame battered beyond recognition. Skull fractured, 24 ribs broken, face bloodied under a pillow, strangled in a frenzy of violence. Jewelry is missing from her dresser, and strangely, scattered across the entryway, living room floor, and even the driveway. Those bright plastic Lego bricks, as if a child had been playing moments before hell descended. Police swarm the scene. No forced entry, no known enemies. The toys puzzle them. Lucille didn't have young grandchildren visiting that day, and she was meticulous. She wouldn't leave toys strewn about. They bagged the Legos as evidence, along with scrapings from under her fingernails, where she fought desperately, scratching her attacker. But in 1991, DNA technology is primitive, leads dry up. The case freezes into a cold, agonizing void. For 23 years, Lucille's children, Shirley and Jerry, live in the shadow of the unknown. "It's been a terrible thing in our life," Shirley whispers years later, the fear still lingering in dark parking lots at night. Then, in 2013, a cold case team cracks open the dusty evidence box. Advances in forensics whisper promises the original investigators could only dream of. They retest the fingernail scrapings. A DNA profile emerges and hits in the national database. The match, John Sansing, already on Arizona's death row for a 1998 atrocity, luring a church volunteer delivering Christmas food, then raping, beating, and stabbing her while his own children were in the home. But there's more. Those forgotten Lego bricks? Under scrutiny, they reveal fingerprints from a child, traced to Sansing's son, just 5 years old in 1991. The chilling truth uncoils. Sansing, a stranger to Lucille, used his little boy as bait, an innocent distraction to lower her guard and gain entry. While the child played obliviously with the toys in the living room, Sansing unleashed unimaginable brutality in another room, bludgeoning and strangling the trusting grandmother for a handful of jewelry. Even Sansing's own family cracks the facade. His wife confesses he admitted killing an elderly lady in Utah. His nephew overhears arguments where the threat hangs, "I'm going to tell police what you did." In 2014, Sansing is charged with capital murder in Utah. The man Sheriff Jim Winder calls nothing short of evil, barely human, finally faces justice for Lucille, though he's already condemned for another life stolen. The family exhales. "I am so grateful," Shirley says through tears. Jerry adds, "It was very important that it be solved." Those tiny, colorful bricks, symbols of childhood joy, lay dormant in an evidence locker for over 2 decades, holding the fingerprints of innocence and the echo of horror. In the end, the smallest, most unassuming clue ensnared a predator who thought he'd vanished into the shadows. Justice doesn't always arrive swiftly, but sometimes it clicks into place, one unbreakable piece at a time.